We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs, you are.
All right. Hope you patriots out there ready to kick some ass and take some names. Welcome to the party, thepatriotpartynews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Oh, my goodness. We got some breaking news coming in. If you're under a rock, your phone doesn't work if you're with Verizon. By the way, hello, can you hear me? Nope, I can't. Shut down. Who else has a phone that says SOS on him? Well, that's what's happening right now. We just saw where Fox News is claiming any second. They're confirming this, that it looks like any second that we're going to be entering in Iran. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. This is what Fox said any moment. So that tells me they're telegraphing it. It's going to be a production and a show. You better get ready here. They've cut off a lot of the telecommunications aspect of it. Give us a roll call, please. Let us know where you are watching us from, and if you do not have cell service or you're having internet issues. Warren texted me and said that he got clobbered with some internet issues. So I don't know if he's coming on tonight, how bad it is. I know we got hit pretty hard here in Tennessee from a telecommunication standpoint. And areas just like in Nashville got hit with all kinds of internet stuff. So hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. I'm going to have to pull out already the magic toggle switch here for Rumble. Let me see if I can do it because it's freezing up. It does that every now and then. You have to change it up and all that great stuff. Hopefully that will work. So if you're froze up on Rumble, hopefully this will help what I just did, because unfortunately I have to do that a good little bit, because they don't like what we have to say. So there goes. Did I get it? I don't know if I did or didn't. Okay. I'll have to come back to that here in a lovely, lovely second. Hopefully. Nope. It didn't here, did it? Yeah, it did. Booyah. There you go. Let me go ahead and jump in here real quick. Blount County, Alabama. Henry County, Alabama. Ohio's in the house with them. Baruco Dogs. Georgia is in the house. Ohio. DeCassville, South Carolina, Connecticut, Jersey. I heard you. Pennsylvania. Hello. Oregon. Good to have you. Michigan, phone issues. Okay. And internet. Then I've got another person in Michigan saying Verizon, and I'm having zero issues. See, that's what different parts of the states are getting hit right now. They're saying Kansas is good. Good. This is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel news and bread. That's right, to patriotpartynews.com, folks. We're more just a website. We are a full-functioning, badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network, broadcasting around the world 24/7. Hey, folks, don't forget, donate to the cause. Hit that button, that donate button, or awesome mods and admins in the chats. God bless you all. Give it up for our mods and admins. They're kicking ass and taking names. Some of them can use their phones, some of them cannot, but they're doing everything they can. So thank you, mods and admins. Again, donate now, help us with our server store. And times like this is when it counts. And this is why it's so important. Another way to support us, if I can talk right here, is you need to go ahead and get on join.patriotshoot right now. Don't chance it. I'm telling you, either they're testing out what they're doing right now, or you better get ready. And it looks like, and we'll see this on the map, it's showing the southern United States is when it really got hit. All right. Folks, you want to get on Patriot Shoot so you can know what's happening in real time, just like we all do right now with what's going on. Go to join.patriotshoot to get access to State Talk Time. That's our voice chat platform. It's kind of like everybody's on a conference call. Everybody can talk. You can hear folks, people in other states. Very, very important. Collaborating, talking, explaining what's going on. So as it hits per state, we'll be able to communicate to some degree. Now, if it ends up going to another communication device, I'm working on that in real time as we speak, just in case if they end up taking out the internet. Some areas, you guys don't have internet right now, and that's done on purpose. Go to join.patriotshoot right now. It'd be the best thing you could ever do in your freaking life. Also, folks, our partners, check us out on Q Broadcast. Go to ppnnetwork.qbroadcast.com. You can go to our website, click on the images. You can also go to lt360.com, which has the Heal products. Discount code is PPN. You get a massive discount there. Cardio Miracle, again, a discount with them. Use PPN. You can click on the images. And Hunter's Blend Coffee. You might as well enter the world, Ma. Get you some of that coffee. Get you some of that Java, man. That Java keep you rocking. Especially right now, they also got that Black Powder Rifle coffee. It's Black Powder anyway. I think that's another coffee company. Probably can't say that. But anyway, there you go. Get you some of it. It's good. Get you a Patriot Macchiato. It's pretty awesome. Also, folks, get that graphene oxide out of your body right now. Go to the Roots brand, click on the button, use PPN as a discount code, and get that crap out of there. Worked out a hellacious deal with Patriot Mobile. Use PPN. They're going to give you free activation if they turn back on the towers. Because they go through the same towers and whatnot. So as Verizon, as a majority of them as well, you just don't pay the cabal. And then awesome PPN chat there. Hello, PPNers. I hope you're doing well. Greetings and salutations on that. And then two Patriot folks is where you are the news. You can sign up for free, get access to our videos uninterrupted, not edited like they're doing with the rest. Yes, you heard me correctly, and that's what's happening. We're the only game in town, folks, that's doing what we're doing. A lot of people, they don't want you to know about this, okay? This is the best kept secret in the whole freaking movement, and it's 2Patriot. Go to 2Patriot.com where you are the news. Cool. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything else from Warren, so I'm assuming that he's not going to be coming on tonight because of how bad things are. He might pop up and surprise everybody, but you never know with Warren. So anyway, let's get on with it. Here we go. We'll go right into the good stuff. Breaking massive nationwide outage slamming AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and other carriers right now. Cross-carrier calls, text down in most states. Let's go ahead and run over to Down Detector. Yeah, they took out Warren. Yeah, I see your service up here right off the bat. Yeah. Verizon, Steam, T-Mobile, Xfinity, Minecraft. Now, there was a whole lot more telecom companies, but man, let's see what's going on with Verizon. Jeez, look at Verizon. Got hit hard. And man, I'm still SOS on my phone with Verizon, just to let everybody know. I don't know if anybody else has that if you have Verizon, but I do here in Tennessee, and all of us here are still having issues there. So it seems like it's sporadic, but it's totally taking out Verizon. That's for sure. That's for sure. A lot of that might have to do with the silver. Hey, let's look and see what the silver is up to right now. It's always fun, isn't it? Went down, let's see here, 3.77%, if you can believe that or not. That's okay. It's still holding 89.74. They tell me it got up to about 93 today. 93 is what they're saying it got up to. It's pretty wild, huh? Yeah. I'm out of popcorn says I'm more interested in banks closing than the price of silver. That is when things will be changing. What do you think is going to happen when the silver goes up? That's what causes the banks to collapse. Grab you some butter, and put on that popcorn because it's about to get gooder. It's about to get really gooder. So again, they're saying it looks like half the country is Verizon service is completely down. Of course, it's not good. Look what happened. The whole eastern seaboard. Kind of wild, isn't it? Make it bigger so everybody can see. Oh, that's about as big as it goes. Yeah. Everybody's tripping out about it. Here's a statement. This is what's happening right now so everybody can know. See, it won't even show it to you. Dang, man, they are seriously doing some craziness. Check this out.
I'll break it right now. We told you about it a moment ago. A massive outage at Verizon impacting thousands of customers across the country. Our Fox Business correspondent Max Gordon live in Los Angeles with the latest. What's this all about, Max?
Hey, so we still don't have an official reason for this outage from Verizon, though here at our LA bureau, some devices have gone to SOS mode, indicating that they don't have service. And this map here from the site Down Detector showing where people have lost Verizon coverage. You can see here that the outage hotspots seem to be centered around the Portland, Oregon metro area, Chicago, Boston, New York, and Washington, D.C. There's some outages there. And then other Verizon outages appear to be popping up here in Los Angeles and then also in Phoenix and Atlanta. Verizon posting on X, we are aware of an issue impacting wireless voice and data services for some customers. Our engineers are engaged and are working to identify and solve the issue quickly. We understand how important reliable connectivity is and apologize for the inconvenience. People have also reported issues with other carriers, and we've reached out to the FCC to see if these issues with Verizon are part of a larger outage. We'll update you with any additional information when we have it. Back.
All right, so questions for everybody. Questions. So, do you think this was a test, or do you think they're going to go ahead and go through with it? It is Wednesday night, 8:22 p.m. Central, 9:22 Eastern Standard Time, right now. Fox is coming back on. They're doing the same thing. They're waiting any second for us to actually go into Iran. Why are we being shielded? There's a reason why this is happening. This is not coincidence. This is not something happened to go down. This was coordinated. Big time. Now, let me explain to you how it's coordinated. Now they're already coming out saying break-in. It's now believed that hackers in Iran are responsible for the Verizon outage today, with coverage unavailable nearly all day long. Folks, I'm here to tell you they're going to pin everything on Iran. These explosions or scare events they're going to do on American soil, they're going to try to say it was from Iran. Don't fall for it. We're staging up for the biggest scare event that you have ever seen in your lifetime. We thought 9/11 was something. Hold my beer. Here it comes. Fast and quick. It seems like we're on track for Friday, doesn't it? We've been talking about this. Price of silver keeps on climbing. We're talking about the U.S. going into Iran, or that's what they're going to project to us. And all the craziness that's coming out right now. And then on top of that, you got a 10-car pileup, actually 10 semis involved in a massive car pileup here in Indiana. If you guys have not heard or seen about this, this is just, let's see if I can get this on the screen. Probably, there you go. Hang on. This is in, they're saying this is in Indiana. 10 semis. Now, any volume? It doesn't have any volume, by the way. Does it? No, it doesn't have any volume. It's just showing this. Look at that. Is that not wild? Fox weather, courtesy of Chicago Midwest Storm Chasers. They have the footage here that's showing everybody. Look at that. Man, I hope everyone is safe. Indiana. This is, again, 10 semis are saying caused this. Look at the weather there. Crazy. Be praying for our folks there. Yeah. And then, of course, you got Renee Nicole Good's family hires the George Floyd legal team for civil investigation after fatal ICE shooting. There was another shooting tonight in Minnesota, by the way. Just to let you know, we're giving it just happened. I'm sure details are probably coming out right now as we are live. We'll let everyone know what's going on there. But again, folks, it's more of the same. But check this out. Let's see if it'll play.
Unbelievable. So anti-ICE protests in Minnesota intensifying as DHS deploys more agents. And now Illinois and Minnesota are suing the government over the immigration crackdown.
This is, in essence, a federal invasion of the Twin Cities.
Yeah, right. You got to understand that's a patriot fairy tale. Don't get caught up in it. Okay. I wanted for everyone to see that. Uh-oh. So Tehran closes airspace to U.S. moves carrier strike group to Middle East. And they're saying here, what's going on there? Yeah. Uh-oh. There we go.
To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic And it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized, and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
Mm-hmm. Perfect timing, huh? As this is going down. I'm seeing everybody in the chats, man. They're seeing it. They're like, man, they're about to go into Iran. Yeah, it looks that way. It looks that way. Again, don't get caught up too much into it. A lot of the propaganda, they're trying. You got Laura Loomer. God, Lord, hell mercy. She jumped on the Iran, just conducted a massive cyber attack against part of propaganda, folks. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And again, outages, a lot of these are in the more of the blue states than anything else that's happening. Of course, we know that they've already closed their airspace. I just went and looked because I was curious to see if Trump made it back to the White House. He did. So Trump is now at the White House. Air Force One has landed. Well, I say it's landed. Let's see here. Is it landed? Oh, it's about to. It's 625 feet off the ground. So we know Trump's back in Washington. We know that he has called his whole cabinet in. that's a good idea, Duck and Cork. I might check that right now. Let me see here. Have you checked out DEFCON lately? Let's go take a look, shall we? Give me 1 second here. Levels today. Today will be interesting. See, here we go. See, they changed this, but well, I'll start it off here if you guys can see it. There it is. All right. Start off with Africa's out of 3. CENTCOM, United States Command Overseas Military Operations. It has gone up from a 3 to a 2, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a couple of years since we've seen this. We're sitting at a 2. Europe is sitting at a 2. When have you seen this? Is interesting. Pacific 2, NORTHCOM is 3. This is the United States Northern Command. I think they actually went up 2 from 4. Central America is at a 2. SpaceCom is still at a 4. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, looky here. Looky. Here comes Hooky. Cyber Command alerts, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. It jumped up 2 levels. This is huge. Holy mackerel. Strategic Command 3. This is the United States Strategic Command. This is responsible for nuclear operations and global strikes. Biocom, United States Biocommand monitors and responds to biological threats, disease outbreaks, and biosecurity incidents. Disaster Command alert sitting at a 3. Financial Command alerts they have out now. FinCom is what they call it. Is that sitting at a level 4? So here you go. Central Command alerts. Yep. United States Central Command oversees military operations in the Middle East, Central Asia, and parts of South Asia. Let's see here real quick. Okay. So they're evacuating everybody out of the Middle East right now off of military bases. I think they finally completed that. Did you hear that Saudi Arabia would not allow us to use their airspace and bases out there to be able to launch an attack on Iran? Did you hear about that? That's very interesting. We'll tune in more into that here later on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Where's that? Covered a lot of this. So much coming in right now. Yeah, we talked about they've already closed the airspace. Yep. This only happens once before it's something big. When they start closing airspace, that's serious. They just told Lufthansa just told its crew to prepare to leave Israel and is canceling flights starting tomorrow. Airlines do not do this for rumors. No, that's true because of some hella money. They do not do it for social media. They do it when security briefings tell them the risk has crossed a line. When commercial carriers start pulling out, it means airspace risk is risking, insurance is being pulled, military activity is expected, and civilian aircraft are being cleared out. This is the same pattern seen before every major regional escalation. Diplomacy goes quiet, airlines go dark, and the skies get handed back to the military. Whatever is coming next, the board is being cleared for it. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And I'm not talking about the social media platform, by the way. Oh, some of you probably saw this today. Probably your stomach went up. How long does it take for someone to answer, can a man get pregnant? Asking for a friend. The whole day was centered around something about this. And yeah, you got to watch this because I'll speed it up a little bit.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since you bring it up, why don't we just start there? Dr. Verma, I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
can men get pregnant?
Many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
no, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert. And you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist. Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary. No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
62. She's a nut job.
You're not going to answer my question.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask. I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men. We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged. And yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients. And I don't think polarized language or questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women. And I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such. That is not polarizing. That is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women. And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would sit here and advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people in this forum. And I'm glad we had this exchange because it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways quite depressing. I see that my time has nearly expired. I just want to thank the other witnesses for being here. Thank you for protecting women and children. Thank you for your valiant efforts. Thank you for following the science. And thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this hearing.
Entertainment. What has happened to our population? My God, if your grandparents were alive right now, and maybe they are, that's great. But if like mine have passed on and went to the Lord, if they were still alive, they would be floored. Could you imagine what your grandparents, if they were still living, or your great grandparents were still living, and they saw this? Just kind of wild there. Let's see here. We'll go through this. Oh, something that's happening right now. They're talking about now. I do have some subtitles, but it's in German. And this is what they're saying. They're saying breaking the largest stock exchange in Germany says that XRP will be the backbone of the new financial system. He also says that XRP could hit $7 to $9 pretty soon and even soar to over $100 once the system runs on XRPL. So check this out. I'm going to go ahead and read the subtitles here. Check it out.
Ripple hat jetzt in UK die Lizenz bekommen, elektronische Geldlizenz, was ein wirklich großer Schritt ist. Und Ripple besitzt mittlerweile über 60 weltweite Zahlungs- und Finanzdienstleistungslizenzen. Und damit ist klar, in welche Richtung das geht. Ripple Labs will auf der Basis der Blockchain-Technologie das klassische Finanzsystem im Backbone, nicht im Micropayment, sondern im Backbone revolutionieren, erneuern. Dazu ist das XRP Ledger da und der XRP Coin ist quasi das Zahlungsmittel, um auf dem XRP Ledger transportiert zu werden. Dieses Ökosystem wird sich mit Sicherheit durchsetzen. Man spricht ja von der Amazon der Kryptoszene. Und das ist die Perspektive. Und die werden wir sicherlich nicht mehr ausreizen in diesem Bullrun. Wir werden den Bärenmarkt durchwarten müssen. Und möglicherweise sehen wir dann erste so richtig große Erfolge bezogen auf die große Perspektive in den dann folgenden Bullenmarkt. Aber ich gehe mal davon aus, auch in diesem Bullenmarkt werden wir.
By the way, if you don't understand what he's saying, just look at the arrow. What's about to happen? Everybody is positioning themselves. Don't get caught up in all the BS, patriot fairy tales and soap operas. Don't do it. This is the most exciting time of our lives right now. Everything is lining up the way we always knew it would. Now, the next question is, when's the reset happening? When this gets done. And it's getting done. It is getting done. So you need to be happy about it and excited. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's another person chiming in. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, it looks like playtime is finally over. Trump, he means business. Listen to what he just said, and I quote, "Now that we got Maduro out the way, it's time for me to set my targets stateside, the foxes in the hen house. I'm thinking about rounding up some people, tech CEOs, Somalis, journalists, and maybe 10 to 30 treasonous sitting senators. And if I were a governor who had done a lot of bad things, I wouldn't be sleeping so well right now," end quote. 4 years you tried to destroy this guy. 4 years you tried to rip him and his family apart. You tried to put him in prison. All the guy was trying to do was help the American people, help bring the country back to the prosperous, incredible place that it used to be. And you tried to destroy him. And oh, how the tables have turned. I think it's time that we put the kiddos to bed, grab that bucket of popcorn, because ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
Of course it is. Of course it is. By the way, of all the distractions that are happening right now, they have a warrant for Bill Clinton's arrest. If you guys heard about this yet? Mm-hmm. So supposedly we've been seeing it coming across the internet, and I believe they've already gone through with it. So technically speaking, we're saying there's a warrant now for Bill Clinton's arrest, and they're working on Hillary's as we speak. We'll continue to keep you some more updates as we find out about that. But yeah, kind of crazy. Let's see here. Here's another thing. We were talking about this earlier. This is where they're evacuating the military bases there in the Middle East.
Meanwhile, got some breaking news. You see this map on your screen. That is where the United States has military bases throughout the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can confirm that the U.S. is withdrawing some personnel from major bases across the Middle East due to heightened regional tensions. And you look at some of this in Qatar, that's the Al Udeid Air Base. You got about 8,000 to 10,000 U.S. service members. That's one of the larger bases. You got another Army base in Kuwait that's been operating for some time now, several years, if not decades. So how much of withdrawal, we do not know.
And why?
And why is the ultimate question as to whether or not we are in for some sort of military action.
Of course we are. It's telegraphing it. They're telling you. They're saying, hey, just want to let you know, hey, they're going to go and do it tonight. They're just being matter of fact. They're telegraphing it so it's not such a shock on the front end as it's going to be on the back end, which is going to be the retaliation they're going to claim that Iran took against us. When we know damn well it was our own CIA doing this and the elites that are doing this right now. Right now. And then you got Russia talking about just in Russia's Dmitry Medvedev says Denmark won't do anything to stop the U.S. from annexing Greenland. They'll just shit their pants and give up Greenland. Exact word quote. Yeah. Again, folks, they're telegraphing all this crap with Iran. Iranian state TV just broadcast a picture of Trump from the Butler rally after he was shot with the words, "This time it won't miss." And this is a direct assassination threat against Trump. They're telegraphing, once again, propaganda. Here we go. Here comes Putin. Russia issues a warning to the U.S. Any U.S. attack on Iran would category unacceptable and be the gravest mistake with the disastrous consequences. United States is rapidly redeploying the whole entire USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group out of the South China Sea and is steaming full speed ahead to the Middle East as the U.S. prepares to unleash major strikes on Iran. This was probably about 2 hours ago. There ain't no telling how they're set up now. My expectations is to wake up and first thing in the morning, and they're talking about the strike on Iran. Lord, pray for us all. And then while we're watching all this, this is what they're trying to do, breaking Vice President J.D. Vance just defeated the anti-Trump war powers vote in the Senate on Venezuela, casting the tie-breaking vote 51-50. The resolution has officially failed. They're saying, thank you, JD. You can always rely on VP Vance. Trump wins again. So here it is. Check it out.
Okay. On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50, the Senate being equally divided. The Vice President votes. Affirmative, and the point of order is sustained. Gotta make sure.
There you go. Knock that out of the way. Oh, this is interesting too. What's his name? The Supreme Leader. His son just transferred $1.5 billion over the past 2 days to escrow to accounts in Dubai. Check this out. I don't know if this is going to be English.
כן, מגי, 5 בנקים גדולים באיראן נמצאים על סף קריסה מוחלטת, ובהם גם בנק ספה, הבנק שמזוהה עם משמרות המהפכה. ובנקודה הזאת עולה השאלה, האם המשטר האיראני בלחץ? האם הוא מרגיש שהוא על סף קריסה? והתשובה, לפי מה שאנחנו מפרסמים הערב, היא כנראה שכן. מתברר שהדאגה האמיתית של בכירי המשטר אינה לביטחון, אינה לאידיאולוגיה, אלא לדבר החשוב ביותר מבחינתם, כסף. לפי גורם שמכיר מקרוב את הפעילות הכלכלית של משמרות המהפכה, ב-48 השעות האחרונות הועברו מחוץ לאיראן כ$1.5 מיליארד. לא דרך בנקים, אלא דרך קריפטו. ליעד אחד ברור, דובאי. על פי אותם גורם, בין המעורבים בהעברת הכספים הוא מוג'תבא חמינאי, בנו של המנהיג העליון, מי שנחשב על פי הערכות ליורשו. נודע לנו שהוא העביר סכום של כ$328 מיליון לאותו יעד בדובאי. אז איך זה בעצם עובד? איראן מוכרת נפט ומקבלת כסף. הכסף הזה אינו מופקד בבנקים, הוא מומר ישירות.
You get the idea. Everybody is saying virtually the same thing here.
Hey everyone. So some shit is about to go down in Iran. Mark my words. Netanyahu's plane just landed in Greece, and this is the same shit he did the last 3 times Israel bombed Iran. Also, it has been confirmed that 8 KC-135 Stratotanker fighter jets have landed in Hawaii coming from the United States, while 2 KC-135R tankers departed Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, heading toward Asia, possibly toward Diego Garcia, which is the base previously used by the United States during strikes on Iran. And the U.S. is now currently relocating their personnel from its major bases in the Middle East. The U.S. and Israel are currently lying about 20,000 people being killed by protesters to manufacture consent to bomb Iran. And the sources around this 12,000 and 20,000 civilian death toll number are coming directly from the U.S. CIA and the Israeli Mossad, to which the Zionist Western news media is falsely relaying and replaying on a loop to get you all to be okay with what's about to happen. The fact of the matter is, much of the death in Iran the past few days have been done by terrorists planted within Iran to sow hate and division and encourage violence in the region. Terrorists called the Mossad, and now like clockwork, Western leaders like this little bitch are acting like they give a shit about Iranians and their human rights when they didn't give a shit about Iranians and their human rights.
Hey, by the way, France has doubled down on with the UN in terms of going after us if we obviously bomb Iran. It's, you know, the whole world's going, that's what their goal is to have the whole world hating us. We've always been told this. We've been telling everybody this is what it's leading up to.
When they were killed by several unprovoked Israeli and U.S. attacks. And you've got U.S. elected officials bought by Israeli lobby money, like these little bitches, openly saying to bomb Iran and Tehran right now. And this is exactly why the Free Iran movement, as we see it currently at this very day, is a Zionist-driven movement meant to villainize Islam as a whole. I'm not saying that the people of Iran don't deserve to be free of tyranny, because they do, inclusive of and predominantly the Muslim Iranian population. But the Free Iran movement we are seeing today that Western leaders are jumping on the bandwagon for is a Zionist-run movement meant for a regime change that will destabilize and further dehumanize the Muslims in the region in order to prop up Israel and give them even more power. We have already received word from several Iranian insiders with vast networks whom have seen Mossad communications alluding to the fact that the U.S. is going to strike the heart of Tehran with no care as to what the civilian casualty count will be, which could be in the tens of thousands, all to kill Iranian leadership. We are about to witness a full-on CIA and Mossad-driven coup right before our eyes, simply so that they can install a Zionist-loving puppet government, which will be a threat to the entire planet at large, as this will undoubtedly catapult us towards another world war. But hey, I could be wrong.
And today I can say something we couldn't have said a month ago. This regime is going down. There will be no Iranian regime. And this is going to change entirely the future
How
of
it will
Israel.
happen? Can you describe us? It will be an American attack. It will be an Israeli-American attack.
So I think it's going to be an American-led attack with the assistance of Israel. We are going to defend them. And indeed, I think that we'll see in the very near future a massive American attack with the help of Israel and with the demonstrators. I think this regime stands no chance, and they will fall. And I can tell you, as I said, the bigger the win will be, the greater the golden age of Israel and the Jewish people.
Yeah. Oh, perpetrated. So, you want to see something interesting? So, this video is boots on the ground in Tehran right now. What do you say? Get ready. It's calm before the storm. It's calm before the storm, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Because now they're claiming there's a U.S. fighter jet that's just entered in. Is this right? Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah, breaking U.S. fighter jets heard near Iran. Let me bring this up. This just came out just now. Let me show you. There you go. U.S. fighter jets already in Iran airspace already. That wouldn't surprise me. Any second, we're going to see some things pop up anyway. And then, of course, the threat of all threats. Major update, the almighty supreme leader of Iran just stated if the U.S. strikes Iran tonight, Iran will drop nuclear warheads on America in less than 24 hours. End of quote. How scary do you have to make it? Do you believe that? Remember the 17 cities? Wonder why they've taken out a lot of these telecommunication networks, cell phones, on the eve and the night of this. There's no such thing as a coincidence. You know it. I know it. We're all prepared mentally for something to go down. All I'm going to say is, Lord Jesus, please keep everyone safe. Everyone that's watching us, their loved ones, their friends, and these different cities. Because, Lord, we're expecting planned super bad events that I pray nobody here is around. No one is a casualty. They come out of this unscathed, Lord. Lord, I ask that you just pray for our soldiers who are unfortunately a pawn in this movie, if you want to call it operation, where they're going by their orders. Please keep them safe. Please allow them to do whatever they have to do and come back home to their families. Put the armor of God around them. Give them wisdom. Give our leadership that's good wisdom. Give the whole patriot movement wisdom, courage. I ask this in the almighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I would recommend that you get on patriotshoot.com right now. It's only going to get worse. We'll keep everyone updated step by step as this is going. Please be safe out there. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world. God bless. See ya. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your state at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.